may we present to you a culturally significant book from the collection of the Tyumen Regional Scientific Library named after Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev, Hector Servadak, The Journey Around the Circumsolar World by Jules Verne. In 1862, through a mutual friend, Jules Verne got acquainted with a famous publisher whose name was Pierre-Jules Hetzel. At that time, Hetzel was already publishing the works of Balzac, George Sand and Victor Hugo. Verne presented his book A Voyage in a Hot Air Balloon to Hetzel after making some corrections and agreed to cooperate. They signed an agreement by which Jules Verne had to publish either 3 different books during the year or 1 book divided into 3 parts in Hetzel's magazine called Upbringing and Entertainment. In 1866, Hetzel claimed that he was planning to publish a series of books by Verne called The Voyages Extraordinaries, which the master had to reveal all the astronomic, geographical, geological and physical knowledge accumulated by contemporary science and retell it in an engaging and picturesque way. Altogether, there were 68 novels and short stories, including Hector Servadak, published in the series. The book also contains fine prints, which were specially designed by Charles Laptain. There is such an interpretation that he borrowed money from Jules Verne to hire a fine prints artist who could do the work for his volume. Then Charles Laptain would get paid for the work done, so he borrowed and paid back the money, making profit. That was the kind of relationship they had. The first publication of the novel in Hetzel's magazine refers to the year 1877. The book tells that Galileo's comet hits the Earth and dragging in some parts of its surface, ocean and even atmosphere. French captain Hector Servadak and his orderly Ben-Zofé find themselves in a new world on a small island. Later, the Russian schooner Dobrynya joins them. The characters of the book explore the new world, meet English and Spanish sailors who are sure that they are still on the Earth. A lot of adventures and interesting events await the heroes of the novel that are multiplying with every twist and turn of the narrative. Their voyage lasts 2 years and totally reveals the satiric context. Jules Verne makes fun of human vices in many of his characters: greed and acquisitiveness, arrogance, carelessness and haughtiness. And only Russian characters are described as hard-working and witty people. Maybe it is due to the fact that Russian audience took the most part of the book market. The given copy of the book about Hector Servadak's voyage comes from the Ivanovo-Voznесенsk. It is impossible to suppose how this copy ended up in Tyumen. Jules Verne published so many books, but he also had so many ideas pending, all various and original, that even after his death, his son had been selling his works for about 15 years to this publishing house. This volume was included in the Register of Literary Monuments according to socially important criteria. The volumes of printing claimed to be the best examples of artistic design, illustration and polygraphic quality. This volume is also getting ready for scanning, and the copy will have been sent to the National Electronic Library by 2022. As part of the collection of rare books of the Tyumen Regional Scientific Library, this edition is enclosed in a protective, acid-free container, eliminating external destructive atmospheric effects on the fabric of the book. It is stored in a strictly flat position on a shelf with special climatic controls. This volume is included in the Register of Literary Monuments. You can read more about the journey around the circumsolar world by Jules Verne in the Tyumen Regional Scientific Library in accordance with the rules of using documents for the rare book collection.